of it, to bring back to your staff, to bring back to your companies. I encourage you to not let go of what you learned today, because it is inevitable. This is where communications, marketing, customer relations is going. Be part of it as it moves forward. So with that, I'm going to introduce Mark. And Mark, let you take it away.
Thank you, Daryl. I'd like to begin by introducing two people from Caltrop that are here. Marisa Campos is here and Madison Chetwood. We have two people on the ground for Caltrop Corporation. We call ourselves Caltrop Communications. But we have a big project underway down in Orange County with the West County Connectors. They tweet, they do all this social media on that and Facebook. And again, kind of like what Bridget was saying, they only have 5 people. We have 2 people on the ground also doing the Ortega Highway down for Caltrans. I got to know Daryl when I was with the California Department of Transportation, and he's with the Delaware Department of Transportation. And I was there for 7 years doing communications for Governor Schwarzenegger. And during that time, it wasn't until the very last year that I was there, we brought social media to Caltrans. We started YouTubing and we started tweeting. And it was a big discussion amongst Caltrans whether or not to do that, because it wasn't normal, it wasn't something they normally did, and how do you control the message? And so now, that's all Caltrans does, is they tweet and they do social media. So Daryl asked me to be here today to kind of give a big picture look at social media. And I wanted to start off by saying that Facebook, something that we seem to forget is it's relatively new. It started just a few years ago. And again, when I was at Caltrans, I just left 2 years ago, we didn't have any Facebook pages at all. And I don't know if they still did. Twitter, Bridget's very loyal to tweeting. She's trying to get me to tweet. I don't tweet because the 2 people on our staff tweet. And so I've been reluctant to do it. But it is as I'll show later, it's a very powerful tool for our projects for Caltrop Communications. YouTube is also something that we started to do at Caltrans to do projects, and we do it as well for our projects with Caltrop. And it's a good way to get your message out to people who are actually stuck in traffic and want to know what the traffic report is. Something that's new and very new in the last few years is that we're mobile now. Just a few years ago, but everybody wanted to have a www handle, and that was in the 90s. Well, now people don't even hook up to the internet anymore. More and more people they're mobile with their phones, with their iPads. It's a different era. I just got my first iPad just like 2 weeks ago, and I'm still learning to use it. And I'm asking my 9-year-old son how to set it up, and I didn't even know how to turn it on. He went right to it. You know, just some facts. Laptops today are outselling desktops. Most adults have a smartphone. I just got my first one last week. And you know, I think it's very important also that when I got my phone, people were asking me, did you download any apps? I mean, people today, they know what apps are out there, and it keeps them connected. Anywhere that they go, they don't have to be at their desk anymore. People are on the move. And what's important, and I think something that Daryl will talk about and Bridget, is that these are the people that we're trying to target for our construction management firm. They're our audience. Caltrop Corporation builds roads and bridges and HOV lanes, and Madison, Marisa, and I have a responsibility to let people know we're like a private sector Caltrans. You know, this road's going to be closed today, take this detour. This highway is going to be out of, you know, action for a couple of weeks, do this. So our job is to reach people, and it's in a new way. And we still use the traditional method, like Daryl said, but it's really a different game. Finally, I just wanted to close out to show you a little bit about how Madison and Marisa do their job with the social media report that they give to the OCTA Board of Directors every quarter. And we can actually track how we're doing in terms of Facebook growth, Twitter growth, who's actually looking, and who are actually interested in the information that we're putting out. It's a great way to connect with the audience and give them the information that they want. For Facebook, we're actually able to do a demographic. We know with our project, the West County Connectors, who we're trying to target, both men and women pretty much evenly. Where they are, they're pretty much in the North Orange County area. And you know, they're a voting age, so we know pretty much the demographic of who we're targeting. We could tell OCTA, you know, when we're getting hits, why we're getting hits. We could break down, you know, who these people are that are looking at things. It's the Press Telegram, the University of Long Beach. We find too that photos, Instagram is a really popular thing now. If people tweet here in the room, Instagram. My daughter will take a picture of, you know, what we're having at a restaurant, and the next thing I know, 100 people will be commenting back on, you know, what it is we're eating. People are connected, and they like to see photos. You know, just some more about how we could show them where the trends are within Facebook use, and who it is that are interested in what they're finding useful and what we're posting on the OCTA website. Again, Twitter, we can again track people who are using the tweets. And then finally, we just can produce what messages resonated with people. We have all this analytically. So it'll just tell, you know, how many people were hitting on it and what was more popular than the other things. Same with Facebook. It's just a good way to hone your message. And I think I put this on here because I think it's kind of cool. Like, here's a guy, Mike's asking a question, you know, why don't you fix the big raised bump on the right-hand side of the curve? I mean, this is a guy that's a real person. And we came back and answered, you know, thanks, we'll, you know, share your concern. And he wrote back, wow, you know, nice, thank you. I mean, we're actually connecting real time with people, and they're feeling like they're heard. And ultimately, for a project, I have to say, for construction management companies, they often don't see it. It's a lot of engineers, and I had this at Caltrans too. They just want to build the project. But your project's going to have troubles if people like Mike isn't getting information. They'll start, you know, blowing back on you. This makes the project go a lot faster, ultimately, which saves time and money. So that's my presentation.
Thanks, Mark.
Yep.